Welcome to the Blueprint Tour. I'm Kenny with Carter. We're getting a quick chat with George Otel, a financier. And we caught up with George last night and the night before, talking about, the industry, lending, capital. So tell us about yourself. What you got? What you do?
I've been part of multiple businesses. So eventually I stopped at the financing side, which is more like related to my personality.
Yeah.
Working the numbers and finding a structure, the real structure to get the best outcome, basically.
So what is that? What is a day in the life of finding how to deploy the capital look like?
Okay, so we have multiple channels where leads come in and basically finding what's important for them. So my company is we do a lot of business loans, and we're expanding more into commercial. So in just real short is we do equipment starting from 20 grand to 30 mil, working capital. So
you said 20 grand?
20,000 to 20 million.
20 million, 20 grand to 20 million. Okay, that's quite a spread.
Yeah. I'm part of American Association of Finance Brokers. So basically, I have a lot of access to different banks, and basically, if there's something new going on in the markets, I just ask, hey, I have this deal, and anybody's interested, and they just call me. So that's the fast. So from the business perspective side, I took time to study to understand how it works and what they need. So I understand the business owners, and I understand what the bank want to see in this whole equation. So I'm making sure everything is lining up to get the best options.
Where do the lead sources come from traditionally? Or did you have like a lead funnel, or did people call you?
We have a couple funnels. We have referral sources. Regarding commercial real estate, we work with brokers. So basically, we pay 20% of our commission. We pay to our referral sources. So it's a good way to build up relationship. For the brokers, they talk in with those clients anyway. And one of our advantages is I'm working with a lot of vice presidents of the banks, and they able to turn around to me like a day or two. Basically, let's say for SBA, it takes 5 to 7 business days to get a term sheet. I get done in next day or 2 days.
Is this the 7A loans?
For all of them.
Okay.
All of them. I mean, usually people go to a bank, they give you an option. I'll bring you like 3-4 options for SBA. I mean, different loan structure, 2 loans in one, and different, like one fixed, one flexible. So it's
okay.
It's multiple sides, multiple combinations. And I'm working only with the top. That basically, if the deal is not gonna pass the pre-qualification, I'm gonna kill it right there. It doesn't make sense for me to waste time to move into the underwriting. So then, for example, right now, I have a lot of business owners looking to buy their own properties, like truck terminals, manufacturing, dental, restaurants. And I tell them, hey, if you're planning to buy in 6 months from now, let's start now. Let's start the process, especially with the taxes. So they come to us, we analyze everything, and we prepare them for them to be able to accomplish what they need.
Do you also, I guess, doesn't SBA have a owner-occupant real estate?
51%. 51%. Yeah. Last year they changed, and there's so many things you can do. There's so many structures, and we're still unfolding all these things. So basically, let's say you're a business owner, you can give someone passive position under 20%, and they can bring the down payment for the building and everything. So they're not a guarantor, but like a passive investor.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean...
So somebody who's outside of the deal can be a part of it.
Yeah. Like an kind of like investor, so you can leverage down payment.
Yeah.
You give like 10% for, let's say your company is 5 million. Yeah, you give them like 5% or 10%. So you control everything. They bring the inflow. Then eventually you leverage that. So it's...
That's interesting. That's how Duke got his deal to work. So we interviewed a developer in our local market who did, I think it was an SBA loan that he got, and it was currently an underoccupied facility, but he had a couple businesses that he was just going to put in here, and he got it at a good price because there was nobody in it. And so it was like a little bit distressed, I believe. And so he filled that occupancy with his own, was able to make the underwriting work with the rent roll from his own companies, and then used, I believe, because he was 51% or more, was able to get the terms, which is what, like a 10-year? What is the terms on it?
So if there's commercial real estate involved, it's 25, 30 years, or if...
Wow. 25 or 30-year note with no balloon? I mean, that just stays all the way amortized over 30 years with the SBA loan?
For example, if we have two loans, like with a government bond and a 5-year note, it's two loans. One, recently we got something like was like 6. The government was 6%. The other half, it was 6.95. So that's like 10-year penalty, basically 10 years. So each year goes lower. That has a penalty, but it's 6%. So we're not gonna see 6% the next 10 years. That's I don't say it's guaranteed, but it's low chance.
6% that used to be high.
Yeah.
Now it's low.
And but usually it's for the first 3-5 years some penalties, but overall it's good.
Yeah.
Regarding real estate, it's giving you the ability to buy something with 10 or 15% down payment. It's good. So if you have a strong cash flow company, sometimes they do 100%, 95%.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I tell the clients, hey, if you want it, like, come to me, I'll tell you what to do so you get the most out of it.
Yeah, you can help maybe look at balance sheet, profit loss, and kind of figure out what the best debt structure might be for an acquisition. Do you do like SBA acquisition lending too? Like buying?
Yeah, business. Yeah. Like, look, you can buy a gas station, FedEx routes, a lot of businesses. Yeah. And you don't need, the idea I'm looking at, like, it doesn't make too much sense to start something right now, because I mean, a lot of people are selling, they planning to sell, and you combine established business, they have a book of business clients, everything is running, and then you just transfer the ownership, and it's much easier. Let's say you have like $200,000 to start something, right? You can start from scratch, and what are you gonna be in 2 years? Or you can just use $200,000 to buy a $2 million business that, let's say, it's making $500,000-$600,000. So it's like you started making money right away. So like you're in a different position. You can double the business.
Yeah.
Or you just start it from scratch and get frustration. So
yeah, I've only really learned about that idea of using SBA money to buy businesses when we got on Twitter in April, because we've done the hard work. We've been building this for going on 10 years, maybe 8 years, 7-8 years. And then I'm realizing, oh, wow, yeah. But we do have a unique approach in what we're doing. But buying a business is like, okay, the cash flow's there, the marketing's figured out, the systems, the operations, the employees, the book of work, all of that. And you're basically buying cash flow, which is, or expanding, right? People will try to buy more and expand their total gross revenues by acquiring. And it's interesting, the M&A, the mergers, acquisitions market of things.
Yeah, the idea is like, whatever you do, it's like, you're looking like, what competition I can buy. So it's like, they love you, everybody. Like, you get like from scared mentality to an abundant mentality, because it's available, and like I mean, you can use leverage. I mean, it does, from my perspective, like, I'm looking like how much I'm gonna get. It doesn't matter how much I'm gonna pay. Like, I mean, if it covers all my debt, everything, taxes, and I make money after that, I mean, it's good, and it's running. It's running, and like, idea is like to buy something that you put a manager, like somebody, operational manager, like, so you delegate things. You don't want to be the boss that's running all the show. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you make sure, like, okay, like 80, 120 grand for managers to take everything off. So that's a cool idea. So the same thing, like, okay, like, do I want to start like with 200 grand to be 24/7 over there, or just make sure I buy a big enough business to have someone run the show for me? So it's,
do you blend any owner financing in any of the deals, where it's like part
SBA
I mean
funded? I'm saying, like, if you're selling something and you're not willing to do a seller finance, then it's like, I don't trust this. I mean, it's like, let's do 5%, 10%. So you can, great question. Basically, you can build up the owner financing in through the 10%. So you don't even need to do that.
You can kind of make the deal work. Like, okay, well, this 200 grand is owner financed or something like that, or blend it.
Yeah, you can do, 200 grand, or you can use 200 grand as 5%, and the other 200 grand or whatever to buy bigger business.
Yeah.
So
It's wild, like the amount of knowledge it takes to be able to structure that.
yeah, it's not that hard. It's like so my clients, right? It doesn't matter who, but they are my clients. So when they come to me, I teach them trick that based on my experience, how they negotiate that. I'll tell them, hey, pay attention, make sure, because like I teach them the way I will do it. So I take like 30 minutes, 45 minutes to talk with them to understand how we can create an opportunity for us. So ask the right question. Don't be like emotionally attached to that. And if you're doing the right things, the right steps, they may be willing to. You gotta understand what it's trying to do. You know, if they need to move quick, we can move quick for the right price. So that's
Yeah.
And 5% is nothing, man. I mean, 5-10% is like look. I mean, it's even more advantage because like it's like it has like a tax benefits to that, and also you gave them like same like 7-8%. So let's say if they're gonna take the money and dump it in the market and have some SPY or any indexes, that it's gonna make the same money, but like it's attached, so you have a lien. It's attached to the property, whatever. So
yeah, you can secure it.
Yeah,
and if there's a default, or I guess there's the tax benefit you mentioned. I guess you're saying that instead of paying one tax from the gains in the year that they sell full amount, if they amortize or
because that's a
10
loan.
years,
That's a loan, so you don't pay money on the loans,
and you pay it's relative to the principal amount each year. Smaller chunks.
But that's I don't have 100% the full transparency, but like it's the idea is like that's a loan, and I loan you the money, and I don't pay tax on the earned interest. It's like
real estate guys will do that a lot. The Casey and those folks, the owner financing, if it's a taxable event because you have this low basis and you have this huge like gain, then if you lend it, then you pay taxes, but it's basically
you
over
want
time.
Yeah, and it's much lower taxes. It's like the lowest tax possible because it's a loan. It's not a gain. It's a loan. So it's a loan. So you pay lower taxes on a loan than on a gain, like 12% or something instead of like 25 or 30. So it's
we'll have to get a CPA expert here and talk real estate finance and business finance tax law, because that's just a fascinating topic. It requires, I guess, a license, basically. But
it's for me, it's like I'm getting the idea, but I totally understand that need someone with special knowledge for each deal, because it's like you can just put every deal in the same box.
That's hard to find. I just recently found out about the solo 401k and self-directed IRAs that can be used in these kinds of transactions as well.
Since August last year, you can do so many things. Like I even didn't go through, because like the only way for me to go if I get on a client with an opportunity, like basically I don't watch the news because I participate in those news. I'm like, it's what's bringing, like I'm ready to cook. Okay, what we have today, so I'm creating the opportunity based on what's market bringing. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's why I decided to double down on a commercial.
Yeah,
because a lot of transactions going to happen. I mean, a lot of balloons going, a lot of they got a refi, and a lot of people they got like 6 months, 12 months extension, but eventually it's gonna happen. And considering all these baby boomers, like 10,000 people retiring every day, it's a lot of business is gonna be available, a lot of real estate, so it's we position good. I've been doing this for over 6 years, and they have the saying, like, if you're in business for over 5 years and you're not bankrupt or in jail.
Bankrupt or in jail. Yeah, we see that. Yeah, it takes a while. We're approaching that 10-year mark. It's a wild rodeo. That's for sure. Especially when the COVID comes, and then the markets are just wild sometimes, and you just figure out ways to keep going. You just keep surviving. And I'm sure everybody here has similar stories of just like, what the fuck happened? And COVID, Ken, and he did this conference in 2020, and when we were talking to him, I was like, man, that just takes some serious guts to do the conference like this in the wake of COVID, right when I'm sure he was stressing, everybody else is stressing about shutdowns and everything, and just wild.
Yeah, a lot of things are a lot of things are changing. It's changing fast, and I had multiple clients that I was telling them, look, you have to face reality, and better face it now and understand how you can get more benefits, and because you gotta pull the trigger at eventually. Like if you made some bad decision in the past, you can readjust. And like, I mean, you have like 5 buildings, and you need to sell 1 or 2 to keep the 3, or you can just hit the wall and lose everything. Because like, I mean, it's a risky, man. I see, like Bob was mentioning, like it was like 70% of the owners of BNC offices, not gonna have those buildings in 3 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, like, and those are real numbers.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they basically with the COVID, they just dump money in things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you buy a building, but like, then what? I mean, you gotta occupy, you gotta optimize it efficiently. So
Yeah.
with the whole change is different. So it's gonna be a lot of opportunity for us to help investors, to help ourselves to create value, and value is created by, creating connection, knowledge, and like this event was a great event. A lot of connection, a lot of people that are actually doing things. It's not just learning, but it's like doing things, like transaction. I met multiple people that we kind of like, yeah, I have this deal, let me run it by you, and like, let's say which is good.
Yeah, man. It's been a heck of an experience meeting everybody here tonight. We had a lot of fun on the roof talking and riffing. I think we got a mic chat with you as well that we'll share with you. And send a DM on Twitter. I'll just share my number, and we can stay connected. Where are you? What area are you in? Florida?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, Milwaukee. Somebody else was from Milwaukee. Was it Tanya?
No, she's from Minnesota.
Never mind. I had the M.
The area
out there.
Yeah, wrong spot.
Out there.
Cool, man. Well, any other? You want to tell people how to get a hold of you?
Yeah, usbizfunding.net, usbizfunding.net, George Otel, LinkedIn, Twitter. Mostly I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Anything business related, business funding. So I always tell people, like, you always need funding. You need funding to start a business. You need funding to stay in business. You need funding to grow your business, or you need funding to buy a business. So as you mentioned, like, it's so many options just to buy a business. So it's look, because people like you sharing this type of information, it's the beauty of like accessing wealth, because like the percentage of like baby boomers willing to drop the business, I mean, because their kids don't like it, is outstanding, man. It's like wow. And like
motivated sellers,
you can buy for a nice price, and like it's not like you're ripping somebody off, but like because like eventually it's gonna go to zero. I have multiple businesses that I was trying to buy, and they didn't like, because like I was too young or from other reasons. And they approached me like a year later, said, look, I mean, during the time the business was dying, obviously, because it was for sale, so there was no interest on improvement. So like, I'm not interested, but like, it's a lot of opportunity to buy it.
I love it, man. This is good. I'm glad we got a business finance one on here. Awesome conversation. Good to meet you, and it'll stay in touch. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right,
sure.
brother. See ya.
Nice.